So I just wanted to know what is your understanding on data analytics? Just let us have an interactive session over here. So Abbas, Parthivan, Kalyan, and also the Prashant. Just have give me ideology. What is your understanding on data analytics?
Data analytics are all about to just like a multiple data we have. For example, if we want to analyze anything from how many people are in voting in Kerala or somewhere else, how many Hindus and Muslims and something part of. So we take out some data from there, and we analytics through it, and we present to somebody governing body by visualization into some using some tools.
Okay, next.
Data analytics is the process of analyzing raw data and visual representation of data to get the better understanding.
Yes. So literally data analytics is a process of converting raw data into meaningful insights. We know this basic definition. Basically in real time, how does it works in a sense? So suppose we'll take a company example as a Target or Walmart or any other Deloitte or Accenture, any other companies, let it be. So where the data comes from. So for the company, where the data comes from. So it may be the direct source or indirect source, let it be the primary one or secondary one, or else it may be raw data, which can be which is uncleaned and also unstructured, right? So like that. So we have the source of data. It can be come from what is that the databases what they are following, the CRM, Salesforce, and also other databases, cloud databases, which is followed by the organization. But when it comes to the company, so there will be a source of data. So as a data engineer, what they'll be doing, they will clean the initial process, in the sense whatever the external source of data comes to the organization, that first data will be cleaned by ETL processing. So that will be maintained by the data engineer, and that will be taken for the analysis by the data analyst and data scientist for making the predictions and insights. They'll be using various tools and technologies like, so Excel they are using Power Query, Power BI, Tableau, and SQL programming languages. Right? So these process, by using all these technologies, tools and technologies, they'll be drawing a insights. That process, the entire process is known as data analytics. So what is data analyst? Data analytics is nothing but it is a process of converting raw data into the meaningful insights, which will be helping for the business to take a decision, and it will be helping the business to reduce the expenses and increase the profits, right? So here we have to understand the three terminologies. What is data analysis, data analytics, and who is data analyst, right? So here we know that there are like slight difference in these three terminologies. Data analysis is nothing but it is a process of collecting, organizing all the data is known as data analysis. So we will be keeping that into a proper rows and columns in a proper structure, that is known as data analysis. Data analytics, as I said you, we will be having the data ready, whether it is a descriptive data or diagnostic data or whatever it might be, the historical or the survey, whatever we collect by the surveys, any data. So we will be using tools and technologies to make a predictions over there, and also for the analysis we'll be using that. So that process is known as data analytics. Where it comes to data analyst, is a person, is a profession. So where he'll be doing data analysis task and also the analytics task. He should be having a knowledge of all the things. He should be knowing SQL and the cloud, what is the cloud services, like we have, RDS database and also the quick sites for visualizations, that all should be having a light knowledge that includes in the profession of data analytics, right? So he has to prepare the documentations, he has to prepare the reports, so on. So that includes in the data analytics. So analysis is a process of analyzing the data and making a structured way. And this analytics is a process of converting that raw data into the meaningful insights by using various tools and technologies like SQL, Python, and SQL, Power BI, so on, right? So analyst is a person who will be doing all two process, analysis and analyst. And what are the applications of this data analytics? So where all it is applicable? So it is applicable in the businesses. So it will be helping us to identify the market trends and also the optimizing the operations and improves the customer experience as well. So that's why majority of the businesses, whether it is IT or non-IT, MNCs, every companies will be using this process to improve their services or to improve their experience and to improve their sales or anything, right? So healthcare also it is used by how it is used in a sense in the healthcare majority they'll be using the data science for predicting the future also, predict the diseases outbreaks and treatment plans to improving the patient care, so to monitor the patients, everything includes in the healthcare. Okay, so whereas it is used in the finance how it is used in the sense it is helps in managing the risk and optimizing the investment portfolios along with it helps in the fraud detection, right? So as we all have all the historical data, so what we will be doing in the finance part, it will be helping us to draw the conclusion and also it helps to reduce the fraud detections and all. And when it comes to sports, apart from this telecom and retail, even in that area also, this data analytics plays a vital role. In the sports domain, in there will be like analyzing the player performance and to improve the strategies of the players and also to enhance the fans' engagement. So for that also the decision making is very important. For to make a decision, so we need historical data where historical data will helps us to predict the future. So that's why the data analytics plays a vital role in all the industry, whether irrespective of IT or non-IT and MNCs, right? So next, yeah, this is also very important part to be known. So what are the difference between data analyst, data scientist, and data engineer? So can anyone differentiate these three terminologies? Let me know what is your understanding on this.
No idea.
Okay, so fine. So we know that data analyst, we know that he's a person, he'll be converting all the raw data into meaningful insights by using various tools and technology. But what is the difference between data scientist and data analyst? Even data scientist also does the same thing. And data engineer also slightly. He is compatible with these two, but his work is different. So here, data scientist, data analyst. So data analyst is a person who will be converting all the raw data into meaningful insights by using various tools and technology. And importantly, he'll be working with all the descriptive and diagnostic analysis. I'll let you know there are 4 types of data analyst. So one is descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. These are the 4 kinds of data analytics we have. So, and along with that, so he'll be dealing with only the descriptive and diagnostic, in the sense the historical data. Whereas the scientist, even he'll be converting all the raw data into meaningful insights, but he will be working with predictive and prescriptive analysis, in the sense which includes more advanced level of Python and machine learning algorithms, everything included in this domain, that is of data scientist. And data analyst, data engineer. Data engineer is a person who will be working with all the tools and technologies like ETL tool and Snowflake, that is of cloud databases, and he will be design, build, and maintain all the infrastructure to generate the data and store the data, and also he will process the data to the next, that is of which is helpful for data engineer and data analyst to make the prediction. So the initial stage of the data will be maintained by data engineer, and then he will be giving all the ready data to data scientist and also analyst to make the predictions or to analyze what is the business problem and to solve the problem. For that, these are the three terminologies which we have to be known. So coming to the job opportunities, so majority out of 100, 80% of the companies will place for the data analyst or business analyst, and 5% of data engineers they'll be hiring, and 5% of, what is that? Sorry, 10% of scientists and 10% of data engineers are required. So in an organization, if there is a team of 10, so one will be data engineer, one will be scientist, and 8 of the persons will be data analyst. So this is how the job opportunity is engaged in the real time. So even every domain has an equal weightage. But the thing is, when it compares to data analyst is a person who has to be like a storyteller. Whatever the analysis he has to explain it in depth to the stakeholders, because he is the person who has entire studied about the historical data, and he had made an analysis and he have drawn all the conclusion for that problem. So for that, how, why, what, so that everything has to be discussed with the stakeholders, so that data analyst has to make a note of it, what work he is doing on and what data he is working with. So along with that, so that will be helpful for the data analyst to make the conclusion for the business and help for the business to reduce its cost, and yeah, helps for profit generation.
Ma'am, can you elaborate with this, like any live example, so I am understanding quite better.
Sorry?
Can you elaborate these profiles by any example?
Yeah. So let me, 1 second. Okay, suppose imagine you are working with some ABC company. Okay, so now you are a data engineer. Just imagine now you are a data engineer. So you are working with ABC company, and the data will be coming from various sources, whether it might be in the social media, whatever the ads you run. So you are working with the ABC company. Okay, what are the sources of data you will be having? So external sources. So it might be from, what is that? Social media. And you'll be storing with Excel all the data manually, or you may use the CRM dashboard or Salesforce. So let me take, and also the cloud tools like Snowflake. See, these let me take like an example. These are the sources of data where your business, your company will be having the data. Okay. So now the comes to the picture. Who is this? The data engineer. So what he will be doing? So this data engineer will be doing ETL process. So he will clean all the data. Like this will be irregularities, right? You know that whatever the data we get in the social media, it is not proper. It has bias. It will be having all the uncertainties in the data. So what he'll be doing? He'll be doing ETL. What is this ETL? ETL is nothing but extract, transform, load. extract, transform, load. So by using this cloud services, we have, what is that? Yeah, now internal source or external source, it might be from EPL or it might be from ETL. So he has to first clean the data and then the injection, in the sense, he has to take a part of it, whether it is external sources, whatever the sources it might be. He has to take a batches and he has to clean it and he has to store it in the database of particular organization, what they are using, whether they are using the Redshift, or they are using the Snowflake as a database, or whatever it might be, he has to store in a warehouses. So warehouse is known as data lake or data warehouse, anything it might be. So he will be cleaning all the data from ETL tool and store it in cloud or AWS or anything, cloud infrastructure data warehouse or data lake. So this is the work. So what the data engineer will be doing. So whereas once he is stored everything, every data, the clean form in a structured way in the database, whether it might be, what is this one? Snowflake or any other databases which is using by the organization, whether it may be the SQL or whether it may be Hadoop file systems. So these are the things. And once it is ready, it comes to the picture of what is that? Data analyst and data scientist. They will be extracting that data and they will be using that data for the analysis. They will be using all the tools and technologies as mentioned, Power BI, Python, SQL, Excel, everything, every tools they'll be using to draw the conclusion for the business problem. And along with that, this data scientist will be working on the predictions, where there will be a machine learning and algorithms included, but data analytics will be working on prescriptive analysis, that is of who will be dealing with the historical data. I think here in this slide we have what are the different types of data analyst. Yes. So here we have descriptive analytics, diagnostic analysis, predictive and prescriptive. What is this descriptive includes? This data analyst will be working with all the descriptive and diagnostic. In the sense, the past data, which is available in the data warehouse or data lake or the SQL server, what the database the organizations are using. By that data only, the data analyst will be drawing the conclusion. For example, suppose imagine you are working with any telecom company and you have like a problem, business problem, that frequently the sales has been reduced in the telecom company and you want to draw the conclusion for that, and also you have to solve the problem. So how do you do that? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now just explain. Imagine that you are some employee with the telecom company and you are a data analyst now, and you want to draw the conclusion for, suppose, the reduction of customers for that particular business. So how do you do that as a data analyst? Just give me your ideologies on it so we can discuss more on it. Yeah.
Ma'am, we can take the data, means raw data from customer base, from like different sources like Excel, and then we what happened to, like, some description should be there.
Hmm.
Then we further process on it.
Yes. Apart from that, how do you find things? What are the things you'll include in your analysis?
Ma'am, like their calling rates on everything, what preferred they getting, the disrupting things are calling in database like age, area, uh, calling how much they called from which particular services and what they are using internet, these types of. I
Yeah.
think I am wrong or something. I am sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay, no worries. So here are the types of data, which includes descriptive and diagnostic. As I given the example about the sales data with the telecom company, so the reduction of customers. So when it comes to the reduction of customer, we have to understand each and everything. The demographic analysis need to be done, right? The age or whatever the reasons for that, and how frequently the customers are reducing, at what interval, and feedbacks of the customer. And as mentioned by Abbas, all the details we have to calculate. Where it will be stored? It will be stored in the company database. Okay, the company will have certain databases. Some organizations will be maintained it in a good manner, whether it will be the structured way with all the information. Some of them will be they have not followed any certain rows and columns or certain format, the structure format. It might be unstructured one. At that time, what we have to do? So we have to make it first the structured one. In the sense, we'll be handling all the data historically. That process, historical data for our analysis, is known as descriptive analysis. And diagnostic is nothing but we will be finding the reason why it had happened. So finding the reason is of diagnostic analysis. Only these two processes will be done by the data analyst. Where it comes to the scientist, so he will be working with a predictive analyst. In the sense, predictive, the word only says that. So it is the prediction of future, right? So certainly we'll be predicting the future. And prescriptive, in the sense, according to the predictions, so we have to take a decision and make one decisions to be working with an action, right? So making it done, so that is known as prescriptive. So these are the four kinds of data analytics we have in the real time, that is of descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. Apart from these, we have quantitative analysis. In the sense, in the data analysis, we have quantitative, qualitative. As quantitative is nothing but it deals with quality or some quality feedbacks. We can't count in terms of numbers. But when it comes to quantity, quantity is nothing but it deals with the numbers. In the sense, we can calculate the profits or loss of the business, so on. So the first thing, we'll come back to the example of the sales data of the customer or the telecom industry. So we know that why the people are leaving the organization. So for that, what all we have to think, in the sense, we have to first collect the data. This is of the roles and responsibilities of the data analyst in real time, what he has to do, what she has to do with the data. So the first process is collection, data collection. It's, let it be from survey, let it be from secondary data, or let it be from all the historical data. So the first thing, to solve this particular business problem, what data I want to collect, that basic decision he has to make while collecting the data. And he has to clean the data, whether the data has a missing value, whether the irregularities, the standardizations missing, everything he has to make it. And then he has to find the solution of it. Once he cleans the data, he'll be having an idea that what is the problem with this, right? So after deep studying all the data, so he will be able to find all the solutions for that, and he can predict it. Okay, so and then he will be preparing the business insights, and he has to discuss it with the stakeholders. Along with that, he has to discuss it with the stakeholders and solve the business problems, right? So before that, as I said you, he should be a good storyteller or good narrator, so that he can explain in depth of his work to the business, so that they can understand your work, and also they can make a decision according to the welfare of the organizations or a business.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yes. And Okay, and one more thing we want to learn. So, what are the roadmap for this data analyst in the sense we should be having the basic knowledge of statistics, what is descriptive, what is the central tendency, and what is probability, and also the analysis, the basic analysis, the correlation, regression, rank, and percentiles. These informations to be understood by the data analyst at the initial point, and then the strong knowledge into the Excel, that is of basic to advanced, and SQL, the programming language we should be knowing. Along with that, the Python programming language here from basic to intermediate level will works for the data analyst, because we will be cleaning the data with by using the pandas library and making the visualization with numpy visualizations with Metaplot library and also the Seaborn. And apart from that, the two tools we have for visualization, we have many competitive tools. As of now, in the boom, we will be having the Power BI and also the Tableau. So here in this particular curriculum, we are learning this data visualization tool as a Power BI. And yes, so Excel, MySQL, Python, data visualization tool is for Power BI, and also the basics of statistics we will be covering in this particular curriculum. So when it comes to the job opportunities for the data analyst, what all we have in the sense, we have this junior data analyst. If you are looking for a fresher job, so it's of junior data analyst and data analyst, business analyst, BI, that is business intelligence, report analyst and market analyst, finance, operations, product, customer insight, sales, supply chain risk analyst, data engineer. You can go if you have strong knowledge into the cloud services. And also, what is that? Quantitative analyst also you can apply for the jobs, and these are the openings in the real times what we have. Right? So, any questions from your side?
No, ma'am.
What about duration and class timings?
Yes. So the classes will be starting from, I think, from next Monday. So it would be like morning 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. It would take like 45 days to 50 days to complete the entire syllabus. So as we mentioned in the website, that is the syllabus actually what we are covering. So we will be learning like 5 to 6 tools, that is of Excel, MySQL, Python, Power BI, and also the AWS services we will be learning as a basic. So end to end, what is that? Excel, SQL, Python, and Power BI. These are the 4 tools we are learning in a strong. And the AWS, that is of cloud services, we will be learning as a basic level, because in this competitive world, whenever we go for the jobs, the recruitment process, they look for all the services in a one candidate. So that's why we have to learn all these things, and it would take like 45 to 50 days. Yeah. So the batches will be starting on Monday, so 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Yes.
Next Monday, right, ma'am?
Yeah. So this week will be the demo session week. So once the demos are done, so from Monday we can start with the classes.
Okay, ma'am.
Are you covering any real project? No.
Yes, we are covering. Just a second. Let me open the syllabus copy. 1 second. Yes, so this is the process what we are learning. So first is data cleaning and data preparation and also the dashboard and report building. So here, what are the projects we will be learning here in the sense? So here, the healthcare domain, all the business problems with all the tools that is of Python, also the cleaning data and also making visualization. Also with the Excel dashboard preparations, we will be learning with these three. And also we have this HR analytics and energy domain, aviation, e-commerce domain. These are the domains where we can have a real-time projects during the sessions. So in the assignments also we'll be providing all the things. So you can learn all the process, how it works and all. And what are the tools and technologies we are learning here is Excel, MySQL, Python, and we have like AWS services where we can learn it in a basic level, that is of Kinesis, RDS, Glue. Glue is like an ATL tool where we can extract, transform, load, or we can like directly load the data. And we have AWS data pipeline, AWS QuickSight, Redshift, Athena, and EMR. So also we have this Power BI. These are the things, visualization tools we will be learning over this in curriculum. So when it comes to Excel, from basic level to advanced level, we are learning. Along with that, the Power Query. So here in the Excel, we have, the Power Query and Power Pivot. So these are the ETL tools integrated in the Excel. So it is also that we can use it in Power BI as well. So which is same as integrated, where we can do the DAX analysis and all. And also the programming language of Excel, that is of VBA and macros, where we will be learning that too. SQL from basic to advanced. Every topic will be covered over here. And then Power BI. So visualization techniques and tools, Power Query Editor, and also modeling the data and creating a relationship with the DAX expressions. So that things will be learned over here. Along with that, the Python, that is of basic to intermediate level till up to creation of visualization is fine for the data analyst. Along with the ChatGPT, uh, it is a complementary where we can learn how to write a prompt, which will be helping us to draw the conclusion of our analysis. That technique will be taught to you in this particular things.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, at the end of the course, did you share the interview question and how the crack the interview tips like?
Yes, yes. For each and every tool, I'll be providing you the questions what in the real time they'll be asking the recruiter. And along with that, if you want, I can help you with the resume preparation during the session only. So if you are actively looking for a job, just intimate me. So I'll be helping you with the resume building also. So yes, we'll be helping you with the interview preparations also.
And also sharing the daily classes in mail is possible, ma'am.
Yeah, that would be taken care by the management. Each and every classes will be recorded, and the recording drive, they will be uploading it in a drive, and that access will be given to you all once you register. So yeah, you can follow up with, I think that access will be there up to 6 to 1 year, I think. I'm not sure. Just check with the management once. They will guide you more information in it. And yeah, Anil Kumar, Ria, and Sagar, Prashant. So hi all.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hi Ria. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. So can I have the quick introduction of yourself?
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone. I'm from Indore, Madhya Pradesh,
Okay.
and I'm pursuing a Masters of Computer Application. So I'm in my second year.
Okay.
This is my first demo. Before this, I have taken the demo Python full stack, and during that, I came across this data analyst course. So I wanted to go into this and explore my interests. So yeah.
Yeah. So have you attended demo fully or you joined in the middle?
Ma'am, in the middle.
Okay. So yeah, what is your understanding into the data analytics, Ria?
Ma'am, data analyst means analyzing the data, making the big data useful, making useful insights by in the form of visualization.
Yes. So perfect then. You're all right, Ria. So apart from that, thank you, Ria. And
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a doubt.
yeah,
Will
please
be able
ask.
to complete all these topics in 45 days?
Yeah, it would take like 45 to 50 days. Sometimes if I may take like 1 or 2 days holidays in between. So it would be completing within like 60 days, that is of 2 months. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am, and we will be getting a certificate now after completing this.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Anil, we have Anil. Please unmute and speak out. And Sagar. Yep, sure. So, sorry, I'm driving. Yep, no worries, Anil. Thank you so much. And we'll do one thing. So, please do attend tomorrow's session as well for a demo. So, we'll learn something practical with example with creating a dashboard, the basic dashboard in an Excel. So, we can learn more into it. So, we'll wind up for today and we'll connect tomorrow. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. So, we'll guide you on it. Batches will be starting from the timings 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. That is of Monday to Friday. And it would take like 45 to 50 days of sessions to complete entire topics. So yeah, along with that, I'll be helping with you for a resume building and the interview preparations also. The questions and also the solutions will be given to you and the techniques and how to remember the coding and all while interview. So that techniques will be taught to you. By that, it will be helpful for you to get a job easily. Any questions from anyone? So I've
Yes,
asked.
ma'am.
Yes, Ria.
Ma'am, when will be the regular class start?
I think from Monday, next Monday, yeah. So
Okay.
this week will be,
And secondly, what is the
yeah, this week
entry-level
will be the
job in data
demonstration week.
analyst?
So once it is done,
Yeah.
yeah, there are
Okay.
huge openings for entry level as well.
Okay. Being a fresher, actually I have switched from non-tech to tech. So I'm a bit confused with my career path. So I can easily enter into this now.
Yeah, you can easily enter into it. And what is that? The Git where you can what is that? You can create a repository over there, and whatever the projects we do here in this sessions, you can add all these. You can you can add all that into your Git repository and add it in your resume, so that there it includes as an experience that you are work with the projects and you're not a freshers once you get a trained from the courses.
Okay, ma'am. You're going to help with the Git also.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
thank you.